So right now, I think I'm going to embark on a little bit of an adventure. Not much of a traditional adventure, but I think what going to try to do is learn how to make a moss farm. Because as you can see, I use it quite a lot. I'm kind of going through it pretty quickly. So I think a moss farm would be really, really helpful. I have some things all like lined up and materials ready to go. But I don't really have an area to be building it in. So I thought maybe we could make one just like this. Dun, 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 dun. I really don't have that much TNT, so I might have to break a few blocks. And then my third piece of TNT. I don't know how to make a moss farm. I've never done it before. So I'm going to do a lot of reading the wiki and trying to figure out how to do it myself, which might be fun. Trial and error and all that. But I do think having it down here with my other farms, like being like right next to that farm right there, is helpful. And then I might put another farm up here. I don't think I'm done with this cave. I don't think I'm just gonna move everything in here and up to the tree and then just have this be the mob farm. I think this will be kind of a utility area. Okay, so the first hurdle I believe is the first hurdle that I believe it will hit is trying to figure out how to make a stone generator and not a cobblestone generator. So let's just make a little mock-up and see how that goes. Because bump, bump, bump. We need 2 water. We need 2 waters flowing into the same spot to make a source block. That doesn't work. What about that? That makes a source block, right? Here's my basic mock-up. We can see how well it fares. Stone. 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 Perfect. It does make smooth stone, which is what we want. Which means the side that I'm facing and the side on the other side are left open, which I think is what we want for the piston. We can like drip that down, and that makes smooth stone. And that makes smooth stone. And that also makes smooth stone. So I think we can put the lava like this. Why are you going the other way? Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That nasty even. Nasty, nasty even numbers. Bonk. Bonk. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's chasing that one blank spot. Bonk. What I might want to do is have 2 pockets of lava like this. And then like this. Perfect. So in theory, I should be able to. Oops. In theory, I should be able to just stand right here and infinitely mine stone. Yeah. Cool. So we've got that figured out. I have one problem. Yeah. Cool. So we've got that figured out. I have one problem. I don't know where the pistons are supposed to go. I already put like a piston. Oops. Where are you facing that way? I could place a piston facing this way and pushing it that way. But my question is, how would we make it into like a blanket? All right, so this is step 1. Now we're gonna work on plan / step 2, which is finding a way to add the pistons. Aha! Oh, oh no! I don't think this worked out the way that I thought it was going to. No, please. All right, I guess you're right. I guess. Girl who messed up so dramatically wants to go back and get more lava. I don't want to go in the nether. That's scary. I don't want to do that. All right, here's another test. Bam. Let's go. I don't know how to make this modular. I don't know how to make this continue going. As if I were to like put that down, and then I will since it's a smaller scale, maybe the water flowing into itself will be enough, and that way we can keep the 2 sides that require the piston to work a bit better. Right. Give me a break. Give me a break. Okay. Okay. We can hit this back because I think part of the problem is I'm not doing it all at once. Yes, I love redstone. Here we go. Here we go. This is gonna work. It's gonna work perfectly. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be beautiful, actually. Nope, I don't want to do that. Bum, 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 bum. Bum. And then bump. This is kind of an unnatural, not the kind of pattern that we want to see. Okay, time for what we've all been waiting for. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. I would have never figured this out by myself. So I had to look it up. That's off. But the way that this is timed is very, very important because you want the pistons to be out of the way from the bottom as soon as possible. That way, once the pistons are out of the way, the water can flow. The reason why the button didn't work is it has this very specific amount of time that it is active for. Which means like the few ticks. The reason why this works is because we're powering the note block, and the note block detects changes. Well, gets a single input. Here, let me just make a new one. So the way that this works is a note block only obtains a single input, and the output only lasts for a very short time. Meaning that we power the note block. Note block only takes that input for like a split second, and the observer only goes on for that exact time that the note block is being updated for. That's what it's called. So when we take an note block, it only updates when it's playing a note. And I think that's super cool and interesting. Did you get that? I definitely didn't. Let me try to explain it a little bit better. So, more or less, the observer leading out from the note block is all based on the time. A normal Minecraft button lasts for 15 ticks, 10 for stone buttons. But observers only output a single pulse for 1 tick. This is the key to timing the pistons correctly so we don't get any cobblestone in our generation or holes in where the cobblestone is being made. The reason we use the jukebox with the observer is interesting too, because the jukebox can only get a single input at a time, which leaves the circuit from having it powered slightly longer than it should and help it from skipping some ticks or overlapping some ticks. That's what it's called. And so it just kind of makes it a little safer and helps with it all being timed. And now I'll show off how I decorated the area and kind of made it look a little bit nicer. And just like that, I finished my moss farm. I'm excited. I'm happy to have this, but there's a few kinks that I still have to iron out that I don't really know how to solve. But what I had to do is I had to double um, what I was doing. So if you go back here, there's another hopper clock. Excuse me. There's another hopper clock, and then there's one back here. I tried to do it with just one hopper clock and connect them, but I think the hopper clocks kind of live and die by um, not adding repeaters to their output. So I didn't want them to like become desynchronized. So what I did instead was I put one thing of redstone leading to both of them. Um, I don't know if that's the most efficient way, but it does work. And then, but the only other thing that I'm like not sure how to do is the water system, because the water comes out and it collects it, but also um, the water comes out and collects it, but also breaks the moss, which is an important part. I can actually go back and put more in here, but it's not just a collection system. It's a it breaks the things that grow on top of the moss as well, so it's pretty important. Um, and I just don't think I quite got the right amount of finesse with it. So those are the two things that I'll iron out. But oh, also the collection system doesn't work. So the water isn't perfect in every way. Um, but these things are insanely lucrative, so I don't have to run it very often. And because I don't have to run it very often, I'm fine with just collecting it as it comes. Um, or as it's finishing. But like it does work, and it is does give me the things that I wanted it to. I just have to take like some things out. There's also a way you could probably use an item sorter to take out certain things and then turn that into bone meal. I know some of the like more refined designs definitely do that to keep it self-sustaining, but I have so much bone meal, I'm fine with it. And I wanted to decorate the outside of it, but I wanted it to be like an island island like snack shack thing. But every time I place down any kind of wood, it would just immediately burn from the lava that's in the walls, which is ridiculous because it's not even like exposed to it. But okay, so I'll have to come up with a new idea for that. Um, I guess that's fine though. But I did like kind of decorate the adjoining adjoining the area right next to it. Um, the little pond and that kind of thing, looking pretty nice. Just is mainly just to connect things together. I think I'm gonna make most of the areas in here like probably not every machine that is ever created or whatever, but I want to kind of want it to be consolidated in being in a singular area. So I think this staircase can go up and then it'll have like a few branching paths and that will go to different farms or machines or whatever. Um, just to keep the thematic alive. Um, And there's just so much real estate in this cave, so it'll be fun. It'll be cool. Besides that, I wanted to mess around with the newer updates because I've never experienced like most of the stuff that's in the updates, so think it'd be fun to go into. So we can do that about now. I just have to actually update the world and all that. So I'll go do that real quick. Oh, they changed the main menu. Look at how happy these guys are. They're just so happy. And the little flowers at the bottom. And there's dead leaves. Oh, they've got everything. Oh my goodness. Where did my world go? There it is. All right. Thanks. Hey, guys. All right. So, plan is to load new chunks. So we're gonna go over here. This is where the end portal is, and this is where my 2 villages are. I hate villager trading. I did it once for mending books. I succeeded in getting the mending books. And then I don't want to interact with it anymore. It's kind of awful. So we're just looking for ghasts. Ghasts of any kind. Don't think I didn't see you. You are the target. It is on site. So we'll see how that goes. But the fact that these guys drop gunpowder, infinitely useful. Oh. I think I found one. I've never explored the bastions before. But if I'm being real with you, I don't know if I wanna do that right now. Pig guy. Those were the days. What days? I don't know. This thing looks cool. I don't want to deal with it right now. It's the same this is a different bastion. So bastions aren't as rare as I thought they would be. Oh wow. Happy Ghast can wait. We're setting up shop right here. Here's when I got a little bit distracted, finding some of the new blocks and the new flowers. I found some of the fireflies, the new yellow flowers that go on the ground. I found a camel. He's pretty sick. I don't know anything about them. They're so cool. Found a village, and with that village, I traded with a cartographer and got a jungle map, explored a jungle temple. But then I did something a little bit silly, a little bit stupid. Hooray! Into the bastion, into the bastion. So only thing I know about the bastion is the pig guys are everywhere. And that's fine. I'm not afraid of Just a few pig guys. This is your home now. For the rest of your life. I'm not afraid of a few pig guys. They're not that scary. Don't believe anything that they say. They just want you to fear them because they have no real power over you. What are we talking about? Ooh, hello. Wait, this is pretty. I don't like netherite. I don't know how much I want to do that. Oh. What the heck? All right. All right. I'll be calm. I'll be chill about it. So it's on site, is what I'm hearing. And like you, my friend, it's on site. Okay. Okay. I'm cool. I'm chill. Ooh. What the heck? What the heck? Leave me alone. Ah! Ah! It's already going to hell. It's already going every which way. Everything is bad. Grab my stuff. I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna bump. That was not nearly enough of my stuff, but it was a good start. You can go down. I'm not ashamed to admit that most of my stuff probably burned. I got my pickaxe. I got my armor. I want my elytra. Oh, please tell me my elytra. Okay, so this is terrifying and scary. I think I lost my elytra, which is actually terrifying and awful. I also don't have any of my firework rockets. Not like I could use them anyways. Holy cow, this is interesting. Cool. I'm gonna go get... a bow. So, this wasn't the original plan. But A lot of my stuff burned. I'm gonna miss my elytra. I'm breaking 2. It was... Oh! I'm breaking 2, and mending is a lot on elytra. It took me a while for that. So... sad about that. Definitely crying and bawling my eyes out right now about that one. Okay. I don't have my emergency elytra in here, though, so that sucks. I'm gonna put bow back, and then I'm gonna take the shiny shulker. I don't have enough to make anything. Yeah, I'm gonna replace my pickaxes because there's a very real threat that I lose everything here. It wasn't as real as I wasn't as real as I was thinking it was. Cool. We'll go back again. Oh, I would imagine the cool stuff is at the bottom. There's a lot of lava. Lots of lava. There's a floor here. Okay. He can fall into the lava. I'm okay with that. There's a chest in the middle. I don't know if there's chests around here, but I haven't really seen any. You're not mad at me. There's no reason for you to be mad at me. That's the scary guy. I don't like him. Well, thanks for falling. Oh, I love you, Magma Cream. I love you, Magma Cream spawner. There's one piglin brood over there. Magma cream spawner. I don't need to deal with, I don't think. And then I will. You need to calm. Oh my goodness. There is some good things in there. I'm excited. Excited. I want gold diamond, that. We got 2 netherite smithing upgrades. You guys mad at me? You know what? That's fair, actually. I did thieve and cheat and steal. Is that the only chest around here? Or those 2 are the only chests around here? Because if so, I don't want to be here. Hey, man. Yeah, you guys are chill. I like you guys. I like you guys. You guys are chill. It's fun. We have fun together. Was low-key kind of expecting to get... Yeah, we're good. Low-key kind of expecting to get, like, a fire resistance potion or something. I'm gonna put my stuff in my ender chest, and then the good stuff in my ender chest, and then I'll leave to do more. This is actually pretty fun. I was not expecting this to be so difficult. I underestimated you, Bastion. No, I don't like you. No, I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you. So I can't have infinite spectral arrows. That's kind of disappointing. There's another chest. 2 chests. Fortune 1. That's not the best. Soul speed. That's unique. Unique to these kinds of things. I don't think this bastion goes anywhere else. It's the big scary room of kills you a lot, and that was an awful fight. What broke? Golden carrot. Gilded blackstone. I think that's just gold. I don't need gold. Really? It took me like 10,000 blocks, but I walked here all the way back to base with nothing really behind me. It took a little bit, but it wasn't too terribly bad. I was just scared of the nether without wings. But we did get some seriously cool stuff. Like, I just added it here with the end adventure loot because I haven't moved that yet. But smithing templates are cool, some good armor, whatever. We got um, soul speed. That's something I'm cool. That's cool. I got a bunch of diamonds and iron and netherite upgrades. Netherite, whatever. I don't know if I'm going to use it. I still have an elytra, so it was great for me to plan ahead. But I did have just enough to make this little guy. Oh, I'm so excited. Look how cute he is. Oh, he's so silly. What do you do?